Hello everyone and welcome to online English class. This is level 2, lesson number 9, which starts on May 4th. This is part 1, so this is video 1. There's going to be 3 videos in lesson 9. In this video, we're going to review unit 7 and we're going to learn measurements. Okay. You are probably watching this video between May 4th and May 17th. This video was filmed on April 30th. Nope, that's a 2. I want a 3. There we go. This video was filmed on April 30th. So let's start the warm-up. Today is Thursday. The date is April 30th, 2020. So the month is April, the date is the 30th, and the year is 2020. On to the weather. Let's look at the weather for today. So today is Thursday. Here's the weather for today. It is cloudy, and the temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather is cloudy. Right now, the temperature is 58 degrees. Today, the temperature is from. When we have the word from, we know we need 2 numbers. So, when I say today the temperature is from, I'm talking about the temperature range. I want to know the high and the low temperature for today. So the low temperature is 47 degrees. So today the temperature is from 47 to, and the high temperature is 60 degrees for today. So the low temperature is 47, the high temperature is 60. You can find the temperature range at the bottom here. This is the temperature right now. I want the temperature range at the bottom, 47 to 60. Today, the temperature is from 47 to 60 degrees. It feels cool. Let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday, the weather was rainy. Tomorrow, we're talking about the future, so we use will be. Tomorrow, the weather will be. Let's look at the weather for tomorrow. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. The weather for Friday is sunny. Tomorrow, the weather will be sunny. Alright, so let's start measurements. We're going to start with weight. When we're talking about weight, we're talking about how heavy something is. So let's start with other countries. In other countries, we have the metric system. We have the milligram, mg, the gram, g, and the kilogram, g. But in the United States, we have something very different. We have the ounce, the pound, and the ton. The ounce, O-U-N-C-E. If we want to write this the short way, we write OZ. OZ is ounce. Next, we have the pound. The short way to write pound is LB. LB, but we say pound. This is pronounced pound, LB. And then we have the ton. So let's start with ounce. 1 ounce. So this marker is about 1 ounce. It weighs about 1 ounce. That's how heavy it is. 1 ounce. This is a pound. In a pound, there are 16 ounces. So 1 pound equals 16 ounces. 1 pound has 16 ounces in it. So this book is about 1 pound. That's how heavy it is, about 1 pound. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And I said this marker is about 1 ounce. So this book is the same weight as 16 of these markers. If I have 16 markers, it's the same weight as this book, 1 pound. And then we have ton. 1 ton equals 1,000 pounds. So your car weighs about a ton. Your car weighs 1 ton. If you have a big car or a truck, maybe it's 2 tons. Pound, okay? So let's say for a pound, you go to the store and you buy 6 pounds of oranges. You buy 6 pounds of oranges. Ounce. We don't really measure with ounces because they're so small. But maybe you buy 12 ounces of cheese. Maybe you only want a little bit of cheese, so you buy 12 ounces of cheese. So this is weight. All right, so now I have a box. This is box A. I'm going to weigh box A on a scale. So this is a scale. A scale is a machine that tells you how heavy something is. So when you go to the doctor, they weigh you to see how heavy you are. You use a scale. When you go to the grocery store to buy 6 pounds of oranges, you weigh the oranges on a scale to measure how heavy the oranges are. So let's say box A weighs 2 pounds. Box A weighs 2 pounds. And then there's also box B. Box B weighs 7 pounds. Box A weighs 2 pounds, box B weighs 7 pounds. So let's use the word heavy and light. Heavy means something weighs a lot, and light means it does not weigh a lot. So when we compare two things, how do we change heavy? Because heavy ends with the letter Y, we change heavy to heavier. Light. Light has one syllable. Light. So we add ER to the end of the word. So it becomes lighter. So when we compare two things, we're comparing box A and box B. We say box A is lighter than box B. And we say box B is heavier than box A. Box A is lighter than box B. Box B is heavier than box A. So now I have 3 boxes. Box C weighs 9 pounds. Box A weighs 2 pounds, box B weighs 7 pounds, box C weighs 9 pounds. So here we're comparing two things. Now I want to compare 3 or more. So we have the word heavy and we have the word light. How do we change the word heavy for 3 or more things? Because heavy ends with the letter Y, we change the letter Y to I-E-R. I-E-S-T. We say the heaviest. Light. Because light has one syllable, light, we say the lightest. We add EST to the end and we say the lightest. The heaviest, the lightest. So what's the heaviest box? Box A weighs 2 pounds, box B weighs 7 pounds, box C weighs 9 pounds. Box C is the heaviest box. Box C is the heaviest. Which box is the lightest? Box A is the lightest because it only weighs 2 pounds. Box A is the lightest. So, last week I asked you, what is heavier? I asked you, what is heavier? 1 pound of rocks or 1 pound of feathers? That's one. Okay. So what is heavier? 1 pound of rocks or 1 pound of feathers? Which one is heavier? Well, now you understand that 1 pound of rocks and 1 pound of feathers weighs the same. They weigh the same. So the rocks are not heavier than the feathers, and the feathers are not heavier than the rocks. They weigh the same because I'm talking about 1 pound of rocks and 1 pound of feathers. So let's say I have a balance. A balance is for measuring two things. A balance tells us if two things weigh the same or not. This is what a balance looks like. This is a balance, okay? So if something on the left is heavier, the balance goes this way. If something on the right is heavier, the balance goes this way. So if we have 1 pound of rocks and 1 pound of feathers, the scale or the balance is straight. It's in the middle because this is on the left there is 1 pound and on the right there is 1 pound. So they're both the same. They weigh the same. So which is heavier? None. They weigh the same. It's just this is going to be a lot of feathers and this is just going to be one small rock. Now we're going to talk about length and distance. This word is length. Length. This word is distance. So we're talking about how long and how far something is. In the metric system that a lot of countries use, we have the millimeter, the centimeter, the meter, and the kilometer. mm, cm, m, and km. You probably already know this, but let's do the meter, okay? In a meter, there are 1,000 millimeters. In a meter, there are 100 centimeters. And in a kilometer, there are 1,000 meters. And now we have the US system. In the US, we have inch. We can write, the short way we can write this as the letter IN, or we can write two little lines here. So we can say 6 inches, or 6 inches like this. Or we can write 6 in. 6 in. 6 inches, or 6 inches, or 6 inches. An inch. Where's my ruler? Oh, there it is. Okay. This is a ruler. Let's see. Over here, we have inches. So this is 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. This ruler is 9 inches long. So let's measure this marker. This marker is 5.5 inches long. 5.5 inches long. So that's how we use inches. Up next, we have a foot. 1 foot has 12 inches in it. 1 foot has 12 inches. If we have more than 1 foot, we say feet. So, this book is about 1 foot long. This book is 1 foot long. If I have 2 books and I put them next to each other, this is 2 feet long. This here is 2 feet long. So we can say 3 feet like this, or we can write FT, which means feet, or we can write 1 line here. 3 feet, 3 feet, or 3 feet. If we have 2 lines, it means inches. 1 line means feet. So when we're talking about height, height is how tall something is. So let's say someone is 5 feet and 9 inches tall. We can say 5'9". This is 5'9" is how we say this. Or we can say 5 feet and 9 inches. We can say 5'9", or we can say 5 feet and 9 inches. Up next, we have a yard. 1 yard has 3 feet. 1 yard has 3 feet, or 1 yard has 36 inches. We use yards for measuring things that are a little big, like maybe a car or a house. So, my car is 4 yards long. My car is 4 yards long. That's how long it is. Let's say I want to measure it in feet. Okay? So, we know a yard has 3 feet in it, and my car is 4 yards long. So, 3 times 4 equals 12. This is the number of feet. My car is 12 feet long. And now, the last unit of length or distance is the mile. 1 mile is about 1.5 kilometers, or 5,280 feet. 5,280 feet. In school, the way they taught me to remember this number is 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet. 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet. Do you understand? Listen, okay? 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet. 1 mile is 5280 in feet. 5280 feet. 1 mile is 5 tomatoes. 5280 in feet. It's very silly and I still don't understand it. But this is how I remember how many feet are in a mile. So, at the end of this video, I want you to write this sentence into WhatsApp, into the class WhatsApp. Write this sentence: 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet. Nothing else, only this sentence. Okay, now let's talk about distance and length. So this is a line. It's just a line. Let's call this line A. Line A. Let's see how long line A is. Line A is 2 inches long. This is my ruler and I'm measuring from here to here. Line A is 2 inches long. Line B. Line B is 3 inches long. Line B is 3 inches long. So we have long and we have short, and we're comparing two things. When we compare two things with long and short, what do we say for long? Because long has one syllable, long, we say longer. We add ER to the end. Short. Short has one syllable, short. So we add ER to the end. Shorter. We have longer and we have shorter. And we have line A, which is 2 inches, and line B, which is 3 inches. So which line is longer? Line B is longer than line A. Which line is shorter? Line A is shorter than line B. So now let's compare 3 or more things. We have line C. Line C is 4 inches long. Line C is 4 inches long. We have the word long and we have the word short. Long. How do we say long for 3 or more things? Well, long has one syllable. Oh, that's an arrow. Long has one syllable, so we add EST to the end. We say the longest. Short also has one syllable, so we say the shortest. The shortest. The longest, the shortest. So what's the longest line? Line C is the longest line. How long or how many inches is line C? How many inches is line C? Line C is 4 inches long. So what's the shortest line? The shortest line is line A. How many inches does line A have? Line A has 2 inches. Line A is 2 inches long. Line A is the shortest. Okay, so after you watch this video, I want you to write this sentence in WhatsApp. 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet, which means 1 mile is 5,280 feet long. There are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. 1 mile is 5 tomatoes in feet.